Alright guys, working on the Ezgo TXT 2001 model. This one still has the steering rack on the firewall, not on the axle. And if you lift your cart and a couple of years later your cart has developed a darting sensation back and forth when you're trying to ride on like asphalt or concrete or something like that, because it generally doesn't do that when you're riding in grass or gravel or something like that, just because of how different the surfaces are. What I know this cart's problem is going to be the kingpin bushings, upper and lower bushings in your spindles themselves. And so you can actually see that this cart has a drop axle on it. I'm going to take you through how to change those out. Get your cart up on jack stands. Safety first. The way to check to see if you got a kingpin issue is you're going to take both sides and put your hand on the bottom of the tire, put a hand on top of the tire, and try and move it up and down. Let's check this other side. Definitely kingpins. Definitely what's causing this darting sensation for this customer's cart. You do not need to take the tie rod off, because all you got to do is pull this 19mm bolt out. Obviously take your wheel and tire off so it's not heavy on that side. This whole spindle will come out and you can take it to a vise. That way you can knock out the upper and lower bushings here. You're also going to get the new pin that goes down through, that the bolt rides through. Come in here and pull this 19mm out. Just bolt out of the spindle. Spindle comes off and you'll be able to see your bushings and kingpins. To knock off your tie rod end from your spindle at that point. Alright guys, so your bushing is this little section right around in here. I know it doesn't look like one there, but if you can see down in the hole, you can see that little gap right there, that little dark space. Okay, so your lower bushing I'm getting ready to knock out. This one would be your upper side. But that space right there is for you to be able to fill this thing up with grease. So we got to get these bushings out. Alright guys, so get you a punch like this. Got a flat end on it. You can definitely use one that's kind of like the chisel end on it too. Sometimes that kind of cuts the bushing because they're brass. But I mean, it still works too. But I found that the rounded end here will knock it out pretty easy. And so here is one of the bushings that came out of the spindle. This is what you'll be replacing, along with these, which are your kingpins. That's where your main bolt goes down through, so that it doesn't like wallow as you're going along. Once you got your new bushings for your spindles, all you do is just knock them into the spindle, top side, bottom side. You'll be ready to put this thing back together. So we got our new bushings knocked in here. Gonna get our new pins and everything put together here. Then put it back in here. So there you have it. Got our pins in, got our new bushings in, got new bolts in. And now it's just time to tighten it all up on both sides. That even without that bolt tight, I've got very, very little play. When you tighten this bolt up, it's going to squeeze these two together, which is what it's supposed to do, to take the slack between your shims here of your spindle. And so that's going to tighten that right back up. Put your tires back on and go for a ride through the neighborhood. Don't forget to grease your Zerk fittings before you do ride. Alright everybody, so I've tightened up everything. I want to show you that you can now grab this wheel and it shouldn't move nothing like you'll see in the beginning. Yeah, I can't even move it up and down at all. That's how you know you got it squared away. So that's going to do it for putting bushings in the spindles of an Ezgo TXT pre-2001. And as always, hit that like, give us a comment if you got any questions, and hit that subscribe button, guys. Appreciate you watching the videos. God bless you all.